Hey guys, welcome to a new lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. I have returning once again, Bianca.
Hi.
You're the most recurring of the students. Don't you have anything to say about that?
What?
I said you're the most reoccurring student.
Am I?
Yep.
Oh, I'm
But
just finding this out.
yep. Well, today we're going to be going over the Gerry Conway's Return to Comic Books with the last days of Animal Man. Now, for starters, first I gotta ask, what's your knowledge of Animal Man?
Oh, I bought the wrong volume. I
Oh,
read a tiny bit. I wanted the deluxe edition that I saw from at Minty Fresh.
for Morrison's run.
Near mint.
Right. For Morrison's run, correct?
Omar, yeah. So I'm like, okay, yeah, and then I bought it, and it wasn't the deluxe edition; it was the regular. And I'm like, crap,
Oh,
I got the wrong volume one.
well, I got the omnibus with everything, so.
Nice. I did get his crossover with Vixen too.
Crossover with Vixen.
Really old comic. I was looking through back issues, and it was like freaking $4.
Okay. But
So like, yeah, that wacky hairstyle back then.
right, but if you look, this cover here is Brian Bolin was brought back to do the covers here, and of course, in the last days, it's a nod back to #1 of the Morrison run.
Correct.
And
Really
that's
cool.
really good. It shows also that Bolin has not lost his touch in those years. I mean, this was in September of '88. This one was in July 2009. So a full 21 years.
I was gonna say you got the math wrong.
So yeah, let's just dive right in. As it opens up in, I always hate that, in the not too distant future. So basically, anything you see here, just take it as not canon. Also, this is pre-New 52 as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Is the new 52 one good or no?
Oh yes. Hell yes. The Jeff Lemire stuff, hell yes.
Oh, okay, so it's one of the good ones.
Oh yeah, it was one of the ones that was beloved.
Wow.
But it was also very different. But the fact that Buddy was one of the few people who still had a family.
Oh.
Well, by that point, they had undone everyone else's marriage but his. But yeah, basically, they say 10 years ago, at the peak of summer, San Diego was wiped away in what is now called the Great Storm. Some blame the storm in rising sea levels worldwide on global warming. Others credit the wrath of an angry God. Whatever you believe, for months, another great American city faced the same fate of New Orleans. And, but this time, state and federal authorities and local leaders fought back. For San Diegans, the struggle has been long and hard, but with today's dedication of the Southern Coast Sea Levee, this city can look back with pride on its decade-long recovery from disaster. Interesting that we open up saying that San Diego suffered something similar to Katrina. But yeah, we open up then with you have this new villain named Blood Rage, who actually had an appearance relatively recently in one of those Black Label books, the Get Joker book. Which is interesting, since this is his one and only appearance is in this mini. But it probably was a case where Azzarello was given a list of villains. It's like, pick anyone, and he was available. But yeah, Animal Man shows up and fights this guy off. But this guy's power is he basically, absorbs the people's blood energy. Not their blood directly, but their energy.
Oh man, looks like it freaking hurts.
Oh, it does. Also, the artist, I love this artist, Chris Batista. Very good artwork. Very old-fashioned artwork.
Yeah, I can definitely see it.
Unfortunately, Buddy is getting knocked around, and he's like, yeah, I should have seen that coming. Trouble is getting older. Your reaction time slows down. Things happen faster than you expect. Worse still, takes a lot longer to get your breath back. My wife Ellen once asked what it feels like to tap into the morphogenic field. I told her, imagine 1,000 voices singing. Now, pick out one voice, one single voice, listen to it, let the power of that voice fill you, let it become you, let it disappear. And yeah, basically he's starting to lose access to his powers.
Yeah, like I saw him like what's it called? He touched his dog and the dog had a flea and then he kind of felt it and I'm like, that's hilarious.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying that's the whole point though, is that he's starting to lose his powers.
Oh no.
Basically they made clear that his powers were always finite.
His powers were always what?
Finite.
What does that mean?
You know, as in limited. Infinite, but remove the N.
Okay.
So finite.
Seems similar to what I read in the Vixen crossover. They were both in like a steel room.
Yeah, that's more limitations to it. This is the case where he's eventually losing them, which is what's happening. He's losing his power. But yeah, but he's still able to connect again and picks up a shark. And he uses to get back up and knock it down and starts wailing on the guy, kind of overcompensating for him almost losing his power, so they have to talk him down. To which he's like, yeah, just let me catch my breath. As he makes it way back home, and, well, there's his wife, who was watching earlier, completely worried, got me out of her mind. Now, they've had 2 kids as well, who are now, and Maxine and Cliff, who are both grown up now. And, of course, his wife is also doing, she's, just does business, and Buddy, his job, he's a stunt man, or stunt coordinator.
Wow.
Which I love, actually. I love that idea that he's a stunt coordinator. You're like, oh, so he does have a day job still. To which, to be fair, superhearing doesn't always pay the bills.
That's true. You're doing the damage.
Yep. But yeah, basically he's all like, I already told you, nothing happened. That's not what I saw. You lost your powers during a fight. They went away. Then they came back and I beat the bad guy. Just like I always do. Like always, buddy, look at me. It happened before. Last month after finding those deep sea pirates with the League. Remember? You were on your way home, you told me. Suddenly you couldn't hear the singing anymore. You said you almost fell out of the sky. I was exaggerating. Out of the sky, buddy. That's what you told me. You could have been killed. And it's more than just your powers turning on and off. Remember you said you used to tap into the galactic morphogenic field? You could take powers of alien creatures, buddy. There was no one like you. You could do such amazing things. I still can. But now you're even having trouble taking in powers from animals here on Earth. In other words, that whole galactic morphogenic field, that's referencing to stuff in the 52 weekly series.
Okay, cool.
So not New 52, but 52. You know which one, right? The stuff that was after Infinite Crisis that was meant to fill in the 1 year later stuff?
Yeah, New 52, right?
No. Just 52.
Just 52?
Yeah, well, not literally just, but 52. It was a weekly series, 52 issues, literally took place, each issue would be a week.
Okay.
And Buddy was part of that, and during that he found he could tap into the galactic morphogenic field. Although now it's being made clear he can no longer do that. Of course, she's saying, you're getting weaker. Nothing's wrong with me! Ellen, I'm sorry. I guess I'm just tired. I'm fine. Really, I'm fine. I have to go. Eddie's waiting for me. We have a stunt to set up. So yeah, he heads off, and then we see this like, hold on. Man, because it's not safe. If it's not safe, my guy's not doing it. But think how great it would look. Eddie hits the ramp. The car's doing 80. It flips. But then, listen then, instead of a crash and burn like we've seen maybe 20 million times before, right? We have the gas tank explode while the car's in midair. In midair, buddy. Wouldn't that be awesome? You know what would be, and what would really be awesome, Andy? If you let me do the job you're paying me to do. But your way is boring. Your trouble is you've been around so long you've forgotten the whole point of what we're doing here is to excite people. No, my problem is I've been around so long, I know how many ways a stunt like that can go wrong, and you don't. But if you don't want to do it in my way, That's fine. We'll just take our toys and go home, and you can hire another stunt coordinator to flip your car. And maybe he'll let you blow it up in midair. But more likely, if he's any good, which he'll have to be if to get the insurance guys to sign off on him, he'll tell you what I'm telling you. And you'll have wasted a day and made yourself a fool in front of the crew and probably gotten the producer mad. And for what? To make a car go boom? Know what else I've learned being around so long, Andy? Pick your battles. We do it your way. Good call. But the other guy, I want you to have your children. Sorry, 2 is my limit, and I'm full up. You good to go? Just keep that crowbar handy in case you have to pry me out. That's what she's here for. And I love that. That whole sequence there just feels real, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
And I love it when he says, pick your fights. It's just like, yeah, he looks like, don't mess with me. But I love that, because basically he's made this guy is being one of those, like, I don't think even Michael Bay would be this stupid.
Or he could be.
Well, he could be, but I think Bay would at least listen to his stunt guys. He wouldn't be like, well, what do you know?
I mean, from the way he treated the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on set.
He produced that. He did not direct it. He did not have anything involved with the designs of them. He keeps getting the credit because his name is on it, and because then you had Megan Fox attached to it. But he did not have anything directly to do creatively with that movie.
No, I meant behind the scenes of what was happening. They were not treated very well.
Oh.
They were forced to wear the suits on the hot sun and everything.
That sounds more like what the director did, though, not Bay.
No, I meant like when work was over.
I know. I'm saying, though, that sounds more like something the director did. Why would Bay have any say there? Why would he be on set?
No, it's not on set, though.
Wait, okay, you're losing me.
Everything I'm talking about is off the set. Like, stuff like going home and everything.
They still wore their suit going home?
So for a little while. There was, like, a bunch of stuff that happened.
That makes no sense. And again, I don't know how that ties back to Bay.
No, it's just bad management overall. Like, if the director couldn't do anything, if the producer didn't do anything, then, nobody was helping them. Okay,
so out of negligence. But again, I don't think Bay was on set for him to be aware of that. He was just a producer. Producers aren't always on set.
No, it's everybody's fault.
But anyway, are we clear? Let's shoot this. And it's the usual stuff. Then we see Blood Rage is back there, talking with his lawyer, but what does he do? I need blood. Want to know how my powers works? I draw energy from blood. Your blood. Jesus.
Wait, so how did he get the blood energy from before? If he
he
has to be near them, right?
Yeah, he has to be near them, and because if you look at these guys, they're wearing suits, and it's faster for him if she's bleeding.
Okay.
So remember, those other guys earlier were not wearing; they were just regular.
So suits like are like
completely head to toe. See, look, normal cops.
Okay.
Normal cops, no suits. Those other guys have their basically no skin being sewn, so no access to that blood. If you see, they're wearing glass goggles too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, no. Then again, he does take their blood. Never mind. I take that back. I guess he just wanted an opening because he knew these guys. He needed either that or he was only able to do that because he drained her blood. That makes more sense. He needed hers first to be strong enough to drain theirs through the suit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
makes more sense. But yeah, so Buddy feels like, well, gotta go deal with this again. And, yep. Comes in and fights him. Tries to tap into an elephant and, uh-oh. I told her I'm fine. I told her, oh, crap. And again, all this is in the first issue.
That was funny.
Yep. And by the way, we introduced to a new Green Lantern of the future. This whale.
Green Lantern.
Yep. Yep. Stupid. For months, I've been feeling my powers slip away. My ability to tap into the universal morphogenic field and take it. For months, I've been telling myself it isn't true, that everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm the same man I've always been. Been lying to myself. Now that lie is going to get me and going to kill me.
Better hear a bird. Oh, never mind.
Yep. Oh, and calm yourself, my friends. The emerald life of Oa will lower you to safety. As for the mutated primate who threatened your existence, allow me to render him harmless, at least for the time being. And he basically suffocates him until he's unconscious. And then we see this young woman watching everything. She is I believe Mirror Mistress or whatever. She is the daughter of the Mirror Master.
Why does she look like she's in a different art style?
Oh, she's not. I think it's just because of the reflections.
No, I'm looking at her face in her monologue.
Oh, again, I think just different faces, I think. Or it just could be, who knows, just the way the artist, Chris Batista, drew her. But yeah, basically, her mother, was wooed by him. And then she found out the truth, called the cops, found out, she was pregnant, had her, and always made it clear to her daughter who her father was. And then after she died, well, she took into her father's work to try and tap into the mirror dimension. And no one had seen the Mirror Master for 15 years. She entered there and found him, driven insane, and she put him down for as a mercy killing.
Oh.
All to tell you that she just didn't care. She's just sociopathic. But yeah, she has her own abilities and everything, and is taking over, using it for her own means. And of course, are you all right, my friend Buddy Baker? Lantern, I realize me being a primate and you being a big blue whale. A blue whale with a green ring. We don't have a lot in common in the whole social cue sense of things. But I have to ask, as one so-called intelligent being to another, do I look all right to you?
Yes.
Each of these issues are going to deal with the different areas of acceptance. So first was denial. I think they're going to First was definitely denial. This one, I think, is anger. I believe that's what it is, isn't it?
Frustration?
Oh, hold on. Let me check. Stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. So
that's a different one than I heard.
Really? What have you ever heard?
Whatever was the one from Chicken Little.
Really?
Anger, anger, frustration, denial, fear, something along those lines.
That just sounds like they made that all up for the movie.
No, I've definitely heard it before, though.
Oh, well, it's usually the 5 stages of grief. And right now we're up to anger as he yells at him. Don't tell me you're sorry. I don't want your sympathy. I don't want your pity. You want to do something for this? And then do this. Leave me alone. As you wish. I am required elsewhere in any event. The Guardians have requested a meeting of the Corps. I will notify our champions in the League of your situation. If you do require assistance in the future, perhaps you will feel more comfortable accepting such assistance from fellow primates. Farewell, my friend of my friends. Lantern, wait. I didn't mean swell. And we didn't get a reminder of, him getting the powers, the yellow aliens, all that. But which he has and if you're going to do all that, if you're going to make me something I never wanted to be in the first place, why take it all away? It isn't fair. So he doesn't sure if he wants to call her, but then he's attacked. You want fun? I'll give you fun. And yeah, she is curb stomping him because she's using her abilities. Her name is Prismatic, is her name. And yeah, of course, Buddy is cracking wise a bit as he's knocked around. Finally taps into some birds, but basically realizes he needs to stay near one of them to tap into it now. And that's how they used to react in the beginning anyway.
I just realized in comic books you never see much birds.
Yeah, you're right. You don't.
They're extinct.
Yep. I know, but of course she decides, she's getting really annoyed and everything. And she even says, you don't want to annoy me, animal guy. I'm not as nice when I'm annoyed. Oh, and then Say hello to my friend Steve. He's a silverback gorilla. Thing about silverbacks, they're usually pretty even-tempered, but they are territorial. Get up in their face, and you wouldn't like what happens. Same goes for me. And much like with Blood Rage, he nearly loses on her, and then the League knock him down.
Starfire, Nightwing, Superman, Power Girl, Flash, and
Black Flash.
Black Flash. What the heck?
It's some other Flash. We don't know who he is really.
Oh, so it's not Wallace?
No, Wallace didn't exist yet.
Oh.
Wallace.
And, Red Tornado. That's what his name was.
Yep.
I couldn't figure it out.
Now I should remind you this. During 52, you had Buddy, Adam Strange, and Starfire all out in space. That's going to come into reference in the next one. Right? They say part 2, Rage. So Rage.
Not big enough.
But and again, I just love how Bolin is sticking around for the covers here. But what's with their lips?
Bruh, and everybody else looks normal.
Yeah, but Power Girl looks weird.
They have the same exact expression. And then Superman also has the same expression, but he looks freaking normal because he doesn't have the thick lips.
I know. Just like, But yeah, they're basically studying him, trying to figure out. They would say, "You're losing your powers, buddy," and the change appears to be accelerating. Now, give me the bad news. How long have I got? Difficult to determine. It's as if the changes made to your genetic structure by exposure to that alien spacecraft years ago are unraveling. You seem to be returning to the state you were in before the encounter. Remarkable. One more time, ballpark guess. How long? At the current rate, your animal man powers will be completely gone in a week, perhaps a few days. The evidence appears incontrovertible. Soup's second opinion? Red Tornado's right. I'm sorry, buddy. I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't seem real. There's got to be something we can do. Some way to stop it. Some kind of antidote? Buddy, you're not being poisoned. So yeah, basically they're trying to help him talk through all of this. And that shows they're being good friends here. Alright, so maybe what's going on with you now, maybe, well, look, something natural. Maybe it's supposed to happen. Maybe your powers are supposed to wear off over time. It's not like you're getting any younger. Okay, why don't we give Buddy a chance to get dressed while we thought you were going to kill that woman, Prismatic. The way you went after her, the Rage. How's she doing? We have her under a medical observation in one of the new federal maximum security prisons outside of Phoenix. Bruises, broken nose, fractured ribs, possible concussion, but no internal injuries, thank the stars. My God, Corey, I did that? You were out of control. Never saw you so angry. I guess when the Lantern told you you were losing your abilities, it must have been a shock. No, part of me knew it was happening. I just wouldn't admit it. When I finally faced the truth, the world dropped out from under me. At first, I was scared. Then I was furious. Then when Prismatic attacked, I don't even know why. I just needed a target for my anger. She gave me one. You must think I'm a real bastard. Buddy, I know what you're going through. Remember when I thought I'd lost my powers? It was terrifying. But you and Ellen and your children gave me a place to stay while I healed, which was again after 52, and there was a brief time where she stayed with the Bakers. You were my friend when I needed a friend. When I was lost, you helped me find myself. If there's ever anything I can do, Corey, damn it.
What the heck was that?
You'll see, actually, that'll come forward. Listen, if the problem is something haywire in my genes, then maybe, what of my kids? My kids have my genes. They were born after that alien spaceship zapped me. So what if their genes aren't unraveling? Maybe, do you think? You're suggesting the possibility of selective gene repair using your children's DNA to model an undeconstructed template. Right. What you said. Oh yeah, basically now instead of the Justice League, they're the League of Titans. So in other words, it's the Teen Titans and the Justice League combined. But yeah, he's starting to feel like he's in control. So he comes back and he feels like he has hope. He feels like he has a chance to fix everything. He feels like, yes, this will work. This will definitely do it. And, well, you can probably guess, given all the... Yeah, this is the bargaining stage.
Ah, okay.
Yep, you called me after the league picked you up last night. You said you'd be home in a couple hours. There were tests. They took longer than I thought. Why are you angry? Because I was worried about you. I do like how she still looks pretty good for her age, doesn't she?
How old is she?
I'm guessing they're supposed to be in their 50s or something.
I don't know, they look like they're in their 50s to me.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, but some artists make them look really odd. Here, I think Batista finds that right balance.
I mean, my mom looks like she's in her 30s. She's 53.
Yep. Buddy, listen to me. Flying like an eagle and palling around with heroes like Superman doesn't make you more important than anyone else in this family. So you have problems. You're going through a rough time. That makes you special? It doesn't, buddy. It makes you like everyone else. You have a wife. You have children. Try to think for once how and what you do affects us. I have to go to work. We can talk about this later. Ellen doesn't understand. No one does. Except maybe Corey. Like she said, she's been through this herself. Corey gets me. She understands. Oh boy! You can probably guess where that mindset train of thought's going.
Sex?
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, that's what I immediately thought when they were talking alone.
Again, you'll be seeing. But yeah, they're trying to keep her contained, but then lights go off and uh-oh, she jumped into the camera. Meanwhile, we see Maxine is playing basketball, having a good time, and oh yeah, she's a lesbian. But I love how it's so casual.
Hi, lesbian, I'm Bianca.
I said her name's Maxine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but I like it. But I do like how it actually is a bit subtle. It's not banging yourself over the head. You see this young girl walk up, and as they're talking, it's like, "Yeah, okay, Mom told me you were using your powers. Want me to do this now? Wait, you talked to your mom about this? When? Last night. Call me when you didn't come home. You shouldn't leave her out of the loop like that, Dad. She's worried." I know, basically, like, she's basically saying, like, look, I told Mom you probably just forgot to call. No big deal. No big, you weren't worried? Dad, it's not like you've never done it before. Sure, when I was a kid and you disappeared in space or on some big adventure, I'd get scared. But after a while, I grew up. I realized, honestly, if you weren't worried about us, why should we be worried about you? Ouch! She got the wrong lesson growing up. He's realizing that now. You know what I mean? Like, I never realized.
That's hilarious.
I'll make it up to you. How? We only get one childhood, Dad. I'm sorry you missed mine. Oh, and then they're looking at Blood Rage, who's closed up, but then, well, Prismatic makes her way to him and helps free him. Meanwhile, Buddy beats up with his son and even says, like, don't take what Mama Maxine says so seriously, Dad. Sure, you could have been a bit more available while Max and I were growing up, but you were out in the world being a man, fighting the good fight. You had other priorities. Family was my priority. Never meant to put you and your mom, you kids and your mom in second place. You beat down the bad guys. You battled for animal rights. You rolled with the Justice League. You were a hero, Dad. You are a hero. Hero sacrifice. Is that what I did, Cliff? Did I sacrifice family for my career without knowing it? Look, you didn't ask for superpowers, but once you had them, you had a choice. Use those powers to help change the world or pretend you were just like everyone else. I think you made the right decision. You do? Why do you think I became a lawyer? I spend 80 hours a week writing up legal briefs for environmental action groups. I eat at my desk. Sometimes I sleep in my office. I haven't been on a date in months because what I do is more important than my personal life. Cliff, that's not a way to live. It's the only way to live. Out there, out in the world. Oh boy, you can already tell he got the wrong lesson too. Maxine took it as against her, whereas his son is, Cliff took it as I should be just like Dad.
Wow.
Again, this is good writing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so of course, like, I knew he'd never hear me. I already taught Cliff what to believe by the way I live my life. Why do we only see things how they really are after it's too late to change them? I don't believe it's ever too late to change our lives, buddy. This from the woman who doesn't look a day older than she did when I first met her. As we determined previously, the unraveling of the alterations to your genetic code brought about is accelerating. It seems clearly now irreversible. On a positive note, your life does not appear to be in jeopardy. So yeah, the two talk it out. Even say, my wife thinks I'm a lousy husband who doesn't care about her. My daughter says I missed her childhood, and my son is turning into a career-obsessed workaholic because he wants to be just like me. I went looking for a second shot and found out I blew the first one. And yeah, but
I knew it.
It doesn't go that much.
He shall be burned at the stake.
No. She quickly realized it. He quickly, I can't do this. I must be crazy. My wife, Ellen. Oh God, I'm sorry, Princess. Buddy, I'm the one who should be sorry. I've known for years that you have unresolved feelings for me from the time we spent lost in space with Adam Strange. I should have realized your current emotional state. You feel as lost in life as once we were lost in the great beyond.
She's not together with Dick?
It's up in the air. To be fair, people have always been about open relationships.
What?
Her race are usually known for
open relationships. You said?
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Now you try and make me feel better after I act like a creep and hit on you. Hit on you! You did more than that. But even this, you're only human. Human beings have limits. Human beings make mistakes. And then he's like, only human. What if that's not enough, Corey? I used to fly between the stars, tapping into the morphogenic field of alien animals living on worlds light years away. I could do things most human beings can't begin to imagine. I have power. People looked up to me. I was a hero, and now it's all going away. What if I'm not a hero? If I'm not a good father or a good husband, what am I? Nothing. Might as well be dead. That worked for me, goggle eyes. Uh-oh. And yeah, and this leads to a big fight. He gets knocked around, taps into a bird, and he flies off, but then, doesn't last. Well, meanwhile, Corey's fighting Prismatic, and unfortunately, Prismatic, she uses her ability to do those mirror reflections that can cut right through people.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Contact the League.
Oh, they'll be showing up, but yeah. He's now having delusions. As he's remembering everything that was going on, and everything. They're trying to talk right through to him, and yeah, it makes you like everyone else. You have a wife, you have children. Try to think for once about how what you do affects us. That's when I get it. Maybe I'm no longer the man I thought I was. Maybe I'm only human with limits, going through a rough time just like everybody else. But even if I don't have superpowers, I still have a choice. Curl up and die, or live what's left of my life. I pick plan B. Ooh! You son of a... Gonna kill you! Yeah? First you gotta catch me. Which might not be hard as I like. Oh, and he's trying to sense for something down there. Meanwhile, poor Corey's getting... Oh, jeez, look at her.
Oh, man.
Why am I doing this? Let's see. I could say because my mother let life beat her into the ground, and now I'm getting payback. But the truth is, I despise my mother almost as much as I hated my father. She was weak. She made herself a victim. But so this isn't about her. It's about me. I want to show the world what a truly powerful woman can accomplish when she's not shackled by the artificial limitations enforced by a society. You're insane. You say insane, I say unchained. Potato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. As he's using a seal. And then soon he does no, we came here to get the world's attention. You want money? I want respect. And I have a way to achieve both our goals as they contact whoever they can. Meanwhile, the family's showing up, and well, he shows up as well, holding on to Corey, saying, hero, husband, and or father, whatever I am, I'm not dead yet. Hi, honey, I'm home. So
weren't they still at the league? Don't they have all this healing stuff at the league?
He had to leave because they were still those two are still there.
But where is the rest? Don't they have like a button?
They just the villains just summoned them for a reason. So they show up. You're the killer, calls himself Blood Rage. Anyway, where's Starfire? Beats me, Betsy. She left. Hell, I don't know, maybe half an hour ago. And, well, right before they could do anything, gets then attacked by Prismatic, who is more powerful than she lets on. All right, I know, like we should, and that's the other thing though with with his daughter. She's she's doing pre-med right now. Like we don't even get an elective in exobiology till third year. They have exobiology classes.
What the heck is exobiology?
Alien biology.
What the heck?
So in other words, they were so far in the future that they are accepting. They're actually teaching medical students about alien biology in case they have to deal with any.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So yeah, now they're basically like, I think it's over, Ellen. You're right. My power's been faint for months. I think they're finally gone. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what Coriander said. But it's funny. When I first realized what was happening to me, I didn't want to admit it. Then I was furious when I had to face the truth. I would have done anything to change it, but I couldn't. So I thought I was finished. Never felt low in my life. I thought I had nothing left to live for. I was wrong. The power, the glory, the action, the adventure, all the things that seemed to matter so much when I had them, now that they're going away, I can really see they really don't matter at all. Like, look, I know being a superhero got in the way of being a husband and a father. Hold on. I'm recording. What is this one? Sorry about that. Seems whenever we start, my mom has to call in.
Oh, my mom does the same.
Yeah, but in this case, it's FaceTime. Thank God I'm not recording on my phone, otherwise I would disconnect it. But yeah, basically, yeah, he's saying, oh, like, you'll give me another chance. Please don't be an idiot. I never wanted you to stop being a superhero. I wanted you to be you. Whoever that is. The man you were before you stumbled across that alien spaceship. The man I fell in love with. The man you've always been inside. And, uh-oh, they've captured the League.
Oh, no!
Yep. My associate, however, has more mundane interests. She means money. Go on, Briz. Tell the folks at home how much we want. 1 billion euros for each.
Euros?
Mm-hmm.
Why euros?
Who knows? But yeah, so...
Are any of them European descent or something?
I don't know. But yeah, so now Buddy's trying to think, like, he doesn't know what to do. And each time they return, they're weaker than before. And honestly, I don't want you to go out there and risk your life again. I know I said I never want you to stop being a superhero, but I'm relieved you can't be Animal Man anymore. I want my husband alive. But as he heads out, he then starts to think about it a moment. Like, I'm not giving up. Buddy, Dad said, you're going back? No, none of you don't want me to. You don't mean that. But he's doing it, he barely feels it, but he can still feel it. And then he soon gets an idea. And what does he do? Well, first, he takes up a bunch of stuff, including the crowbar that he had. That he was using earlier. And basically, they're saying they're so proud of him. So what did he do then? He, and they're, of course, gloating to each other. He's bored. She's all like, basically, I feel like soon enough. But then Buddy, he parachutes his way in and whacks Blood Rage with the crowbar.
Nice.
Your turn. I don't think so. A crowbar and protective padding? Hardly standard fighting equipment for an animal-powered superhero. it just goes to confirm a growing suspicion I had. You're not the man you used to be. They're knocked around, but then we find out he was actually brought into the wildlife containment zone. And what did he do? When we find out, they're at the CDC project. And while they're ready to deal with him, it turns out he went over to this petri dish of viruses, and he wanted to see if he could hear them sing.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, I love that. They cover up the year, the birth year, so it's not definitive.
Was it never definitive?
I don't know. I think they're trying to do it to avoid being precise.
Oh.
But yeah, it opens up him getting the crap beat out of him. He then blacks out, and then you once asked why you. Actually, I think I asked a lot more than once. Why did you give me these powers? Why me? To which one might reply, why not you, Buddy Baker? But look, I admit it, okay? I'm not that smart. I'm not that brave. I'm not that special. I'm just a man, yes. And it was for that reason, no other, that you were selected. Selected? Selected for what? What's the point of all this? Why give me so much power and then rip it away? Just as a destination is less important than the journey that precedes it, so too does an answer pale and significant before the question for which it is derived. English, okay? It is the tragedy and the triumph of all living things to leave life as they enter it. But you know this. Existence struggles with non-existence, an internal conflict in which all victories are preordained to be temporary. Damn, cheer a guy up, why don't you? You make light. In this way, you push back the darkness. You said it. You said yourself that life is a battle we're doomed to lose. What else can a guy do but laugh at it? Do what you and your kind have always done, Buddy Baker. Face death and live. To which he wakes up. They're all happy. And you're wondering, like, wait, he was getting the crap beat out of him. Well, it turns out everything started to crack. They flew over there and they found that they were infected by a bacteria that's been overwhelming their immune system.
Whoa.
But he made sure it wasn't contagious to anyone else. And what was he tapped into? Was a living sample of Yersinia pestis, the bubonic plague.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So he thinks, could he try and remove it? He can't. It's over. My power is gone. Animal Man is dead. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. Yes, there is. Go to hell. 3 weeks first. 3 weeks later, as he's doing another shot and meets up with like just big boom, and that's a wrap.
Oh dang! I thought it was another villain.
No. That's just for the movie.
I didn't see the spring for some reason.
Yep. So he decides, to give the guy a raise and everything. Meets up like, nice having Cliff and Maxine over for dinner, especially when they volunteer to do the dishes. This friend of Maxine's, her name's Ginny. I think they're in love. I know how that feels. Me too. I'm glad you're back, in every sense of the word. Any regrets? Only that it almost took losing my life to understand what I had to live for. To which the Green Lantern shows up and offers him to rejoin the League of Titans. To which then he said they need someone to man the HQ when they're in action. They think it'd be more efficient if there was someone who knows everything, like Cliff. And Dad said no. You said no? No, he said no. Because I already have a life. Here, with you guys. I mean, that's what you want, right? You want me to think about family first. Family first, yes. But buddy, you dumbass, you're a part of the family too. It doesn't help the family if you give up being who you are, to be what you think we want you to be. It doesn't? No, you idiot. Why do you think we're in so much trouble as a family? Because you lost yourself. You forgot who you were. You thought you were somebody called Animal Man. You thought he was the hero. He was the hero. He was the man. When he began to go away, you thought you were going with him. But you were so wrong, buddy. He wasn't the man I fell in love with, the man I married, the father of my children. That man hasn't gone anywhere. His name is Buddy Baker. To which Starfire finally feels happy he's finally come to found himself. The question is, what does Buddy Baker want to do with the rest of his life? To which he is now taking care of the league and their HQ. And like, I am who I am, where I am, because of the choices I made. We all are. Different choices, different me, different us. Different life, different world. In this world, in this life, I finally have the answer I've been looking for. Life is a choice. I choose to live. So, what'd you think?
Oh, I love Animal Man. What a weirdo.
But how was that, though, for a final story? Not what you would expect, right?
Losing the powers is usually kind of predictable when they're like, oh my gosh, it's the quote unquote the end.
But what I like about this though is that it makes losing your heroic identity again like you're going through the stages of grief, and it felt natural the way he went through the stages.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting old and he's losing his powers and everything.
Yep, and there's no way to undo it. None.
Yeah.
And what would you say was your favorite part?
Like my favorite issue or just my favorite part?
Either or.
I guess my favorite part would be like the issue where he's talking to his kids and he realized he messed up.
Yeah. But I mean, it's an interesting thing. I mean, it's like he said. Why is it you start to you don't realize you screwed up until you can't change it?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's a good, and it's what I like about this mini doll. It makes you think about it all. You're just like, huh? You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 to 10, what would you rate this?
A 6.
A 6? Really?
No.
Okay. What is a 6 for you?
A 7.
All right. Well, okay. 7 is better. How do you rank these books?
I don't know.
Okay, in all honesty, really? You have to know.
No.
You are a weirdo.
Yeah, this is very true.
Yeah, you are very much a weirdo. But would you say, though, this is probably the best type of ending for Buddy to get?
It makes the most sense.
And at least he didn't die, right?
Yeah.
That's
they always do that, Oh, they're gonna die. It's the end of Animal Man. I'm like, nah, he's probably not gonna die.
Yeah, but you gotta give him props though. I mean, Conway gave him some pretty good villains to deal with.
Oh yeah, 2 at the same time. That was fun.
Yep, and a clever way to take him down.
Using regular stuff.
And the last bit of his power was the plague.
R.I.P.
Well, they're not dead.
Not yet.
No. I think he was able to pull back enough that they're not going to die, but he couldn't reverse everything. So the damage is still there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, we never see anything further with this, but I think they implied that. Like I say, I do also like...
We said that there's not any more I can do, and then everybody had a sad face. I mean, if they had to live with it, they'd be like, oh, well, they have to live with it. But everybody has the face of, they look like they're about to die. There's no way to stop it.
Again, from what I didn't read through everything. But
you just read through it right now.
No, I mean, I didn't read every dialogue bit. So there was a point where it made it clear that he was able to, from what I did read, he was able to withdraw a bit of it, but it faded before he could finish.
I would have thought that, like, it would have, like, oh, look, it's reversing. No, I lost my powers, and it went back.
Yeah, no, he would be able to do enough that what he did would not reverse once he lost it. It's not like a rubber band.
Sometimes.
But I guess I also like this future. It's not too far in the future, and the League of Titans is not a bad idea of combining the two.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and a Black Flash, I mean, we don't get much about him. He's just there and he just happens to be black. But when you do a time skip like that, stuff like that's all right.
He didn't even say anything. He
No, he says,
barely did
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, but these days people would just bitch and moan like, oh, it's like, it's just for the mini guys.
Yeah. I didn't like his shoes very much.
Yeah, and but again, no, worthy ending. Wasn't as crazy. Actually, no, it taps into kind of what early Grant Morrison did with his Animal Man, so it felt very much like a worthy send off.
I can agree with that.
So yeah, that's the end of this lesson. We'll see you all on the next one.
All right, bye.
Take care.